Hi YouTubers, this is Superman G coming back at you one more again. And on today's video, I'm going to talk to you about conditioning batteries. These batteries can range anywhere from a cell phone battery, a tablet battery, and even a laptop battery. And the thing about when you want to condition these batteries is when you get them brand new, whether it's the battery itself or whether it's the device. So when you condition a battery, you're actually you're preparing the battery for longevity and for reliability. And the way you do that is, a lot of people have this misconception that when you get a product brand new, you can start using it out of the box. In some cases, that's true, but you're actually not improving or helping yourself when it comes to the longevity and the stability of the battery. Yes, you can use it right out the box. Is it recommended? No. So the best thing to do to ensure that you have the longevity and the stability of your battery is to condition it. And the way you condition it is when you get a brand new battery, whether you got it from a laptop that was an old battery and it wasn't any good anymore, or if you got the product brand new, whether it was a cell phone, a laptop, or even a tablet. What you want to do is, when you first get it, you want to plug it in, whether it has a charge or not. You plug it in, let it completely charge. Once it charges, you disconnect it and you run it till it is completely discharged. You don't have to do it all at one time. Just make sure that you want to make sure that it is discharged. Once that is discharged, you plug it in and then let it charge all the way to 100%, and after that let it discharge again. You want to charge and discharge it completely within a range of about 2 to 3 times. Once that third time has been completed, once you've charged it, then you should be good to use the device as needed. Another thing you want to do is to make sure or have it to where the battery stays conditioned is most wireless devices have what's called a battery saver mode that it enters after the battery discharges to a certain percent. Now you can go into your settings of your device and you can change it, whether it's at 10% or whether it's at 5%. But you can set it to however or whichever percentage that you want to set it at. Once you set it to that percent, you can actually charge the battery from that battery saver percent. So say like if your battery percentage was 5%, once your device reaches that 5%, you can plug it back in. Now of course you can plug it back in before you get to the battery saver mode. It's up to you. But you want to make sure that whichever you decide to do, you want to try to get it close to the discharge state as much as possible, and then you want to plug it in. The best time to charge your battery or your device is usually at night when you're getting ready to go to bed, so that way in the morning you'll have a fully charged battery. Another thing you want to make sure is that you keep conditioning the battery the same way as when you first started. So if you started doing the conditioning of the battery when you first got it, you want to keep doing that. You also don't want to leave your portable drives or your portable devices plugged in all the time. What happens is you overcharge the battery and you shorten the lifespan of the battery. The cells inside the battery start to weaken, and you will have that shortness of long term of the battery life. So when you plug it in, it's okay to probably leave it plugged in overnight, but once you start using it, then you want to disconnect it so the battery has a chance to die down, and then you charge it back up again. That's how you keep the cells in the battery healthy, and you don't shorten the lifespan on it by keeping it plugged in. The same applies to tablets. Now unfortunately I had an issue with my tablet where I left it plugged in a little too long. I basically shortened the life of the battery, and when it comes to tablets, there is no way to replace the battery in tablets. You just have to get another tablet unless you know a company or a business that can replace the battery for you. So it's not completely a dead issue. I just haven't had the chance or the inclination or the interest to even replace the battery in this, if it can be replaced. I haven't done enough, you know, I haven't gone out to find out whether that can be replaced. It works for right now. It does what it needs to do, and I plan on getting a new one sometime in the future, so I'm not really bothered by it. Your phones are the same way. When you get your new phone, you want to make sure that you charge it up when you get it. You can start using it, but go ahead and charge it up. Another thing about cell phone batteries, what I've come to notice, is that it seems like it gives a different percentage when your phone is turned off versus it when it's turned on. I don't know why that is. I'm not an expert in that, but I just noticed that if you leave the phone on and you charge it, it's going to give a different percentage versus you having it turned off. And when you check the status of the battery to find out what percentage it is, it gives a different percentage. I don't know if that happens with all phones. That's just something I've experienced, not with this phone, but with another phone. So if you notice that, I would say the best thing to do in a case like that, leave the phone turned on when you have it plugged in. It's going to take a little longer to fully charge, but if you want to make sure that it's charged 100% instead of getting a false reading where say like it says 100%, then when you turn it on after you disconnect it from the charger and it only shows like 80%, then I'd rather go ahead and just leave it turned on while it's charging. So those are some pretty good tips on how you can condition the batteries in your devices. I hope this helps you out. You guys take care, be safe, peace out.